WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca. The name itself brings out goosebumps in car people. If you're lucky enough to have driven all 11 of its iconic corners, you know Laguna Seca is one of the greatest racetracks on Earth. Therefore, we're gonna gunk it up with a little race of our own. Welcome to the first ever BDC GP, Best Drivers Car Grand Prix. And what we're gonna do is, for the first time ever in the history of Best Drivers Car, we're taking 6 of our favorite cars and going wheel-to-wheel racing. So, I've assembled an international cast of racers who can hopefully embarrass you to determine who gets what car we're gonna have a drift off.
We've got a BMW M2 competition. This is turn 2 at Laguna. You get 1 run, that's it. Johnny's the judge. Whoever scores highest gets to pick their car.
Okay, Jethro, you ready?
I hope so, yeah. Oh, rubbish.
Yeah, that's about a -2. That was the worst drift we've ever seen.
That was the worst
collectively.
drift I've ever seen.
I apologize to my family, to my country, and to MotorTrend Europe.
All right, Marino, are you ready to try and redeem the United Kingdom?
That's what Jethro can do. You see how bad I am.
Oh, he's second gear in it. It's probably a wise move. No.
That was actually worse than Jethro. This is really pathetic. All right. I have nothing more to say to you. Patrick, you're up.
I'm glad we assembled this cast of extremely talented drivers. Oh, he's very slow in.
Go Poland! All right, well, so far first place by a lot.
All right, tough act to follow. I want to go after Marino next time.
Oh, you know, Randy, you just put Poland in second place. That was a hell of a drift.
Axel!
Are you ready to do this?
Well, I try my best.
I mean, could anyone be as embarrassing as Jethro was?
No. Oh, there he goes. Understeer, understeer.
Okay, we have a new last place.
Yeah, you know, cold tires.
Now, obviously, if we stuck the guy from Drift This into the M2, he'd win the drift off twice. So we decided to make things a little more challenging for Mr. Forsberg. And by a little, we figured a 5,000-pound SUV with permanent all-wheel drive ought to present him with something of a challenge.
You get 1 go.
Yeah.
Great.
And I'm not telling you how to turn the traction control off.
Let's see what we can do here.
2-time world champion, isn't he? Oh, a little bit.
Wow!
That's good.
All right.
A little bit.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was good.
That was pretty good.
So I'm gonna put Randy first, Patrick second, sorry Chris, third, 3-way tie for below last, and now we're gonna pick our cars for the Grand Prix. Oh, interesting. I was just handed this by our showrunner. Drifting isn't fast. The worst driver is the best driver. So last place gets to pick their car first.
Well, I think I was last, so I'm going Senna.
You were most disappointing, yeah. It really was a 3-way tie for pathetic / last place. Jethro, however, really disgraced himself. So we let him pick first, and he went straight to the McLaren Senna. Not a bad choice, though perhaps an obvious one. The Senna is a barely disguised race car. It makes the most power of all the cars in the Grand Prix, weighs the least, and has enough downforce to drive upside down. Axel Stein went for the Jaguar Project 8, a smart choice, as the Big Cat's clever all-wheel drive system and incredible steering should make it a formidable competitor. Plus, nearly 600 horsepower is pretty good too. Marino went for the Aston Martin DBS Superleggera. Perhaps not the winningest strategy, but definitely the sexiest and most comfortable. Also, 715 horsepower is 715 horsepower. Dr. Dorifto Forsberg jumped in the Supra. Obviously, the least powerful car in the contest has no chance of winning, but maybe he'll be awarded points for style. Patrick went for the Shelby GT350, and I can't say I blame him. Raucous flat plane power, a front end that won't quit, and the only manual transmission we got. Will he win? Maybe. But no matter what happens, he'll be having a great time. Randy went for the Porsche 911 Carrera S, a smart choice, because as Jethro and I are fond of saying, Porsche finds a way. Also, the new 992 is crazy powerful, handles beautifully, and if I were a betting man, I'd put my money on that car. Oh yeah, I am a betting man. $50 on Porsche Pobst. Here we are on the grid. We've got the cars lined up in reverse pole position, slowest cars up front, and that McLaren Senna is all the way in the back. Jethro has been frothing at the mouth with excitement because he's gonna finally get to race a Senna. Turns out he's not. See, uncharacteristically, McLaren said no. They chickened out. They don't want us driving their $1 million hypercar for whatever reason in our little race. And then we gave them so much grief, they've given us a replacement vehicle. Bring in the replacement.
Wait, what replacement?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, man, turns out some of your countrymen
Women are cowards, and you can't drive the Senna. You have to drive this white thing.
No, I'm in the Senna.
No, you're not. You're in the 600 LT Spider, and when you were in the bathroom crying about your defeat in the drift competition, we had Randy lap it. Turns out it is 2 seconds a lap quicker than the Porsche, so you're still in the back. But Randy, of course, is much faster than you. You have no chance of winning. Gentlemen, get in your cars. Let's start this thing.
I hate you, Johnny. You are a terrible co-host.
While I'm still shocked that McLaren went yellow on us, the 600 LT Spider is a pretty solid make good. It should still be a weapon on the track, and in the right hands would win. Luckily, it's in Jethro's hands, so it won't.
Mustang, dasz radę. Wiem, że nie jesteś Porsche.
Gentlemen, and Marino.
Start your engines!
3, 2, 1, go!
Woo! It's crowded.
Chris is all over me.
Got me on the straight, but I'm pulling up.
Oh, here comes Chris. Nice.
The crowd is just a spaceship.
Oh, shit! Te będziemy chodź!
Good on Forsberg for staying out front in the Supra.
Okay, now we got a Mustang.
Teraz nie wyszedłem na prowadzenie! Oh my god. Randy right on my tail, he's going for it!
I'm taking him. I got the brakes. Down the inside. Whoa, move fast, move fast.
Hey, Randy.
Oh, never get that ass up the hill. Wow, look at him go. Twin turbos and a V12. That Marino is nuts.
Oh, I love this car.
Last lap. Randy on the tail. Oh, that McLaren! What a beast!
Jethero's ahead of Randy. Randy's gonna be pissed.
No!
Oh, Randy got him!
Come on! Oh no!
No one died! My favorite part of the race was that Forsberg managed to stay out in front in the Supra for a whole lap. True, that ended the second they reached the main straight, but still, impressed. I was also impressed with Patrick in the GT350. I'm not sure he got the memo that this race was just for fun and that we like the cars back in one piece, because he just went for it. However, in the end, it came down to the two guys with the most racing experience. Actually, hang on, that's not true. Marino has way more racing cred than Jethro. He just had a bad day. I mean, a slower car. Big picture, even though Jethro had the quicker car, Randy beat him because Randy is better.
I think to be amongst all the cars when they're all going, and I was lucky because I was in this thing, it's so quick.
Yeah.
I could sort of watch what's happening, pick a spot to go past, but seeing all the cars moving around, it's brilliant.
All the cars came back in one piece. Randy, good job winning. But the sportsmanship award goes to Chris because we put you in the slowest car here.
Yeah, and the Urus.
and he's still smiling. I think this is a new tradition. I think we're definitely doing this again next year. I'm driving and
Forget next year, tomorrow.
yeah,
In
okay.
fact, now? Final lap.
I need a
Final
car.
lap.
Where's that Senna? So yes, we'll be back next year with a bigger, badder Best Drivers Car Grand Prix, as well as a bigger and better Best Drivers Car. For now, I'm gonna back the tape up a bit and watch Jethro lose all over again. And thanks for watching the first ever BDC GP.